Hello everybody. I was watching a video last night. It was an interview. Dawkins is interviewing, I'll forget his name and maybe put it over in the comments where we are. Alister something or other. Anyway, good interview. I enjoyed what I saw. It's like over an hour long, so I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was intriguing and it spurred this idea, the idea for this video here. Somewhere over the course of the interview, they were discussing, I believe the overarching topic at the time was probabilities, and Dawkins was trying to say, based on a couple of things, the probability of a complex God being the explanation or the origin for the universe and the things we see in it was not good. It was low, he thought, because of what he and Alister, a former scientist, I don't know, former atheist, who accepts Darwinian evolution. So Dawkins was saying, and it would seem that you have to agree with me. He was saying, two basic things. One, I don't know if he said this one specifically or not, but I think he did say nature tends to repeat itself, and he seemed to be. It seems that Richard Dawkins would concede what I guess is called the uniformity of nature. He certainly places some confidence in that, nature repeating itself, and then he was stressing the point that they both agreed on, which was that complexity rises from simplicity or less complexity through small changes over time. Okay, that's Darwinian evolution, common belief, and again, I think one that's important to all of science. And 2 points again that I think should be conceded by. And were conceded by both the gentlemen in the interview. What I wasn't sure of is Dawkins applying these things. If I'm right, and if any of us concede that there's uniformity in nature, to whatever degree, and that simplicity comes before complexity, complexity is added a little bit of time. If anyone buys those two principles and applies them evenly, logically, and thoroughly, I'm not sure that you get Dawkins' conclusion on probability. In fact, that's what I'm going to challenge. And, let me say, I'm a rank amateur. I'm a brand new self-study on philosophy and logic, and what I'm trying to do is apply it to my own beliefs. I believe in God. And in watching this interview, I don't think Dawkins has applied these things with full integrity. And I don't mean moral integrity, I mean structural integrity. I don't think he's carefully thought it through and applied it to his own worldview when he draws his probabilistic conclusion. So what I'm trying to do is this. Let's see if I can put out a simple argument that needs a lot of revision, but would be fun to argue nonetheless. Based on what I think are these gentlemen's accepted principles. Number one, it seems to me that those 2 points, uniformity of nature and simplicity before complexity, I'm going to call it, that those are important, actually, assumptions to be made, conclusions to feel that you can rest upon, to give any value to inductive reasoning. And if I'm not mistaken, inductive reasoning, right, is the basis of science. Of the scientific method. You have to believe, you have to have some confidence that what you can cause to occur, or what you can discover in nature in a laboratory once, and then twice, and then 3 times, and repeatedly, that you can then place a level of confidence in the fact that it's going to continue to be that way, as long as the circumstances are the same, are sustained or maintained. Okay, so that's the deal. And I think then, if you have any confidence in inductive reasoning, that we can reason this way. I can make this argument, and I don't think I'm totally fouling up inductive reasoning. Number one, nature repeats itself. Okay, uniformity of nature, however we want to word that, it has that tendency, it repeats itself, and there's consistency, uniformity. Number 2, mankind, or specifically I'm talking about conscious, intelligent life, exists. Okay, that's number 2. It does exist. We could word that a little differently, maybe. Nature has produced conscious, intelligent life. If that helps make it easy. Either way, whichever one's easier. You guys who know logic and philosophy better than me, you tell me. Sorry. Number 3, mankind, or conscious, intelligent life, is endeavoring to create conscious, intelligent life. I mean, we really are. We're trying hard, aren't we? Shooting for the moon. We don't. Right now, we would be happy just to be able to mimic it sufficiently. But our goal is to create conscious, intelligent life that would be equivalent to ours. Okay, that's something we're attempting to do. So that leads to number 4, which is nature tends to produce conscious, intelligent life with a tendency to create conscious, intelligent life. Attempt to create. Because here it matters whether you think humans, we are ever going to succeed. If you do, it makes the argument very interesting, doesn't it? Because I think then that number 5 is the opposite of Dawkins' conclusion. In fact, then, I would say the probability is that we're in a cycle of conscious, intelligent life creating conscious, intelligent life. The probability is that we're in that process as opposed to experiencing a unique and initial first occurrence of conscious, intelligent life and becoming self-aware. Unfortunately, I'm not a mathematician, and I'm not sure I'm right about probabilities. So, here's my question regarding these cards right here. When this video started, did you walk in on a chain of me doing this? Or did you actually see the first occurrence of me doing this? I want your answer to be based strictly on the information available to you in this video, or based on information that you can give a reason why you have confidence in it, even if it wasn't in this video. But first, try to do it with just the information. Did you walk in on a chain of me doing this, or did you actually experience the initial occurrence? Okay, I don't plan to allow comments or video responses. I might change my mind, but what I really wanted to do was present this video and then create a room, a stickam room, and invite people who really want to discuss it, whether to revise it, tear it apart, whatever. But people who want to honestly discuss it, invite them to come participate in stickam, where I have the ability to root people or whatever. I don't know how to do that, but I'll learn before I make the room. But that way I can try to make it productive. If you check out my stuff, I've never blocked a video or a comment in my life. I removed a porn advertisement once from the comment section. That's about it. That's as far as my censorship has gone. But as a result, many times when I've tried to stimulate a good and honest exchange of ideas, I just get, reasonably intelligent people ruining everything with an emotional, poorly thought out response. Anyway, and I don't want that this time. So if I allow them and I get that kind of crap, then I might exercise a little censorship, or I may not allow it at all and go into the stickam room where if you're an ass, everybody's there to see it and we can toss you or whatever. So we'll see. Let me check this video and see if it's postable.